6 days of California on the wall. 6 days of California. You take one down, pass it around. 5 days of California on the wall.
What does that say?
Love, you are here.
That's what it's gonna say.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Yeah.
What are your California thoughts for today?
San Francisco.
Name one thing about San Francisco.
Alcatraz.
That's right. That's the first thing that comes to mind, the prison.
Yeah.
Craig's working on his master size. He's very faithful about doing this. I hear him doing it several times a day lately.
Do I get the pizza this time?
Oh, sure. Can you tell everyone what we're doing today?
We're going to Costco.
We are headed to Costco this morning. I'm probably just going to eat there. It's cheap and it's easy. Why are we going to Costco, Craig?
For a little bon voyage party.
Yeah, on Friday, we are going to have a little bon voyage party here with just the kids and grandkids. But Craig wanted to have a bon voyage party, and Bennett and Haley are also leaving for Japan 3 days after we leave for our vacation. So it'll kind of be a bon voyage party for all of us. And well, last time we were at Costco, we saw some appetizers that we thought looked good, and I had promised Craig we would get those for the bon voyage party. So that's where we're headed today. Also, we're going to try, I can't think of the name of the pizza right now, but so many people in the comments told us that we had to try that pizza that we're also going to get that pizza to try. All right, I'm going to leave Craig alone because he's serious about this.
We're doing volunteering.
Yes, and tomorrow we will be volunteering at the Ronald McDonald House. And then I'll have to decide what we do after that. What would you like to do after we get done volunteering?
Gateway Market.
Okay. We could do Gateway Market. Craig really likes Gateway Market. We are just now arriving at Costco. It's a very rainy day here in Des Moines. We're in Ankeny right now, actually. We've had a few days in a row that were very rainy, which is great because we definitely needed the rain in Des Moines and probably all of Iowa, as far as I know. But we will momentarily be inside. I'm not going to film outside because I don't want to get my camera wet, so we'll see you in a little bit. We made it inside out of the rain. I was going to sign up for the Costco credit card today because Costco does not take any other credit cards other than their own. But I think there's something wrong with their system right now, and I don't want to make Craig wait through that. So let's get to looking around, Craig, okay?
Okay.
I decided we might as well just eat lunch now. It's almost 11. Get that out of the way before it gets crowded in this food court. It's pretty busy here today on a Monday at Costco in Ankeny. I was a little surprised at how busy it is on this rainy day. And today I'm trying the pizza, and that's what Craig wants too. It's hard to pass up eating here when the prices are so cheap. Time to place our lunch order. Craig wants pepperoni pizza, and that's also what I want. And then we're getting 2 drinks. And I don't know what Joe's getting.
Yeah, I'll just have the pepperoni pizza.
3 pepperoni pizzas and a drink. And I think that's all for now. Here are our trio of pizza slices. Pepperoni looks very, very good. I've never actually had the pizza here, so I'm kind of excited to try it. And I picked up some Parmesan packets. The pizza is really good. It's kind of a thicker crust. Truthfully, it's almost too hot for me to eat right now. This was definitely fresh out of the oven. So far, I'm liking it though. Craig, how's your pizza?
Delicious.
And the total is $8.52 for 3 people for lunch. Pretty amazing.
Dessert time.
Strawberry sundae.
That's right.
This angel statue is new. I certainly didn't see this the last time we were here. It is $109.99. They still have the advent calendars for $19.97. Christmas Story and Elf. I don't remember that tree, which is also pretty. They're nesting trees, so they all come apart. Those are $24.99. I just love these. And I think this is the first time I've been able to get them on camera when they're going, actually, when they have them running. I'd love to have one of those. The girls would love it, and so would Craig. Well, maybe sometime we'll make that purchase. I have to figure out where I'm going to put it, though. And Craig, which one is your favorite? Yeah, and it's actually, you get like the whole village. All these houses are included and the skating pond. And actually, it's not a bad price for $129.99. And you even get Mickey. I like Mickey in the sleigh as Santa. And you got Pooh and Piglet there. Minnie getting the mail. Donald giving Daisy a present. That's just adorable. And over here, you can get this Nativity, the Kirkland Nativity for $99.99. That is a huge set. Very ornate, lots of detail to that. And of course, one of my favorites is the lamppost for $99.99. Craig's enjoying looking at all the Christmas stuff.
So I was looking at these. They're actually, you'd think those would be breakable, but the pieces, they actually flex a little bit.
So they're actually more of a plastic or something,
It's
like PVC.
It's a resin, but it's more flexible.
Yeah.
It wouldn't break if little kids played with it.
Which is a plus at our house.
Yeah.
We got the deer family up here for $169.99. You get the whole family. Those would be really pretty in a yard. Of course, the Bluey family is here too for $149.99. You can see it up here.
That's darling. That's darling. I'm
And
not into them like you are. But
also, one of my favorites is that tree. That tree is so beautiful, and it is $139.99. This looks pretty cool. It's a Robo Live 17-piece light-up aquarium set. They swim like real fish and walks like a real turtle.
Kind of heavy.
$49.99. Joe's showing us the top of it here. You can see the fish and the turtles. I think it'd definitely be one of those wow presents where they're excited to get that and get it set up.
For a little while.
And then after, well, then it's like, I feel like a lot of these things, they lose their magic after a while, but you take that chance with any toy, of course. And here is every little girl's dream, a Kid Craft Sweet Secrets wooden dollhouse mansion for $149.99. My only question is, where do you put it? Because that's huge. It's just huge. But oh my gosh, the girls would have a blast with that.
Log in.
Here we have these life-size Disney princesses for $69.99. Another big toy you have to find room for, though. I think I would opt for the smaller versions over here for $16.99. Those are pretty cute. Craig, which one of these Disney princesses is your favorite?
This one's my favorite. Maribel.
Maribel's your favorite?
Yes, Maribel.
I guess that makes sense. I really had no idea which one he would say. I think I like Belle best.
They're called Bula Merino hats
And why are we buying those?
for our San Francisco trip.
What part of the trip are they for?
For the ferry.
Yeah, for the ferry and riding the big bus, because we've watched some videos and it looks pretty cold when you're riding that in the wind. So Craig's agreed that he needs a hat.
Yeah.
Joe's going to show you what we're buying today. We saw this on the Deal Guy on YouTube.
No, we're not buying it.
Oh, I guess we're not.
Okay, so yeah, we saw this on the Deal Guy, but one thing he forgot to say was that it is iPhone 15 Pro or Pro Max and above.
That's not my phone.
So it's USB-C to USB-C. Everything that is before a 15 is still the little what's it
Right.
called, the
We
fire
still have
plug-in or
right. Yep. That's what my
whatever they plug
phone
in.
is.
So yeah. So you get a
So
new phone, you can't use something like this.
that's a no-go, but that would have worked so well
Yeah.
for.
There is some other brands we might look at that
Yeah.
might still be compatible down, but this is definitely a no-go for.
And what it
probably-
I guess tell people what this is because I didn't say what it is.
It'll plug in and it gives you additional storage on your phone. You can switch stuff off. You can see how they hook it onto the back and then you plug it in.
And it's
then
for photo
you
storage
can
and
move- yeah, you can move photos off of your phone really fast and then delete them off your phone because you'd have them on this as a solid state hard drive.
yeah, because I have a lot of trouble with
Yeah.
my phone telling me I'm out of
So-
storage.
I'm going to go put it back.
Okay, that's a no for today.
Why is that?
Well, because it won't work with my phone. Because
Yeah.
I don't have a.
What a
I have a 14, not a 15.
What a ripoff.
Well, it's all right. We'll find something that works. This is an interesting item, which I believe would work well for Thanksgiving and other holiday meals. It's a family-sized glass top warming tray, so you can keep your sides and your items on there so they stay warm during dinner, or if you have to wait on some people for dinner. Not a bad idea, but here's my issue again. This is only $29.99 is storage. You have to store it. And I have to have counter space to put that along with all of my other things. But I do think that would be very handy, and for $29.99, a great price. I saw this also on another video, and I think this is an interesting concept. It's a griddle, which we already have a griddle, but it has a warming tray, so you can put your hash browns in it. And it is $39.99. If you're looking for Christmas presents, they have these bumper cars. The bumper cars are $159.99. They have these bluey ride-on cars. It's a 6 volt. So these are battery powered. They're $99.99. That's pretty adorable.
It's worth a try.
Not a bad price for a battery operated ride-on toy. They also have this Pokemon set for $43.99. Craig, can you name all those Pokemon for me?
Charmander, Pikachu, Squirrel, and Bulbasaur.
One of the reasons I wanted to come here today also was to look for a jacket for Craig for the trip that wasn't too bulky but would be warm. And they do have these Eddie Bauer puffer jackets for $39.99, and it's actually a nice fit on Craig. I like it.
Yeah.
It won't be too heavy to pack, and it seems like really nice quality. It's got these panels on the side that are stretchy, so it's much more comfortable than a constricted jacket, which I know Craig doesn't like that. And it has a nice, let's put the hood up. It has this nice hood that when we're on the bus or the ferry, when it's cold, Craig can zip it all the way up like that. What do you think, Craig? Should we get this jacket today?
Yeah.
I think so. I think this is a good deal. We're headed over to find Joe to show him the jacket. Can you zip it back up, Craig? I think I found a good jacket for Craig. And it's nice because it has the sides that are stretchy, so it won't be uncomfortable, and the hood zips all the way up.
Lift your arms up. Okay, put them down. Now put them out. Spin around 5 times.
Yeah, Dad's being silly now, isn't he? Okay, you can take it off. Yeah, I think it's a good one. And put it in the cart.
Perfect.
Yeah,
And it's
and it's it's packable, which is great.
Too.
And it won't. I don't think it'll bother him because it's not too heavy.
you like it?
I love it.
All right, it's a winner.
Yep.
Let's see what we have for books today. I have a lot of these. I have one, this Christmas one with a little piano on it, $12.99. But it's not working, so I don't know if I can show you.
Ladybug, a yellow bee, a pink flower,
I think this one might be a hit at our house with the girls.
a green frog, a blue bird.
It probably tells you how it does. I don't know if they're ready for that, though, to look at the numbers and play a song.
A green caterpillar, a purple spider.
If you had a kid that was into stickers and into Star Wars, these books, look how thick they are. They've got, I think it's more than 1,000 stickers. And you go through and
That's all stickers?
that's all stickers.
Here, turn around so I can see.
Every single one of them is. I mean, look at the color of those.
That's impressive. How much is the book?
Well, it says $29.99, but I don't know what. Maybe
It's
there's a
usually not.
Costco discount.
Usually it's on the, that doesn't have a price on the front. Usually there's the sticker on the front tells
Well,
the
they got
price.
the. Oh, there it is, $18.39.
$18.39.
And they got that, and they've got a Nightmare Before Christmas one. That's pretty cool. I like this one a lot.
Be good.
Oh, I see Harry Potter over there too. A Harry Potter Christmas book. Christmas at Hogwarts. Here's a little look at what it looks like inside. And this one is $12.99. Oh, a Far Side calendar.
Pretty calendar.
We have
Wait,
not
what?
seen a Far Side calendar in years.
Craig has decided that he wants the Jeopardy calendar.
John, I want the Jeopardy calendar. You got all wrong. You got all wrong.
You'd probably rather have the Far Side calendar than the Jeopardy
Far Side calendar. Believe me.
I think this is similar to the calendars I used to buy at Sam's Club, where they have the little pocket and you can put your bills in those. And then I would also save documents each month that I wanted to save. I really love these. These are $11.49. That's a really good deal, actually. That's a pretty print. With an artsy bird and flower print. I think they have other ones. Let's see what else they have here. Oh, I see a butterfly one back there. Here's one. Blossom and bloom. I think these would make a nice gift also. Oh, they have more bird calendars. Here's birds in the garden. And the birds in the garden calendar is $9.99. I think the pictures on the birds in the garden calendar are prettier. Craig is becoming very interested in this Far Side calendar. Is that the calendar you want for next year?
Yeah.
Craig always has a page-a-day calendar. So this year he's choosing Far Side. All right, you can put it in the cart. Done.
Well, it's nice that they box up Costco
Right.
gift, so you can give it to somebody at $65. It's pretty. That's I think what it costs anyway.
Yeah.
But at least it's something to wrap it.
I think it comes with a little tote bag in there too.
Oh, it
I saw.
does.
You turn it around so we can see it on the back. I saw someone have that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a really cute tote bag,
Yep.
but it's just like a vinyl one. It's not cloth.
Yeah. But anyway,
So if you fly Southwest like we do, almost always.
it's a $500 gift card,
Okay.
and it's usually $150. They've got $20 more off, so you get it for $429.
$429 for a $500 gift card. Yeah. So you're getting $70 off basically. Yeah, that's a good deal.
Off each 500.
Right.
I was on their site. I think you can put 4 cards in on an order too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's a great deal.
yeah, that is a really good deal.
We'll have to think of that the next time we fly. I do need to pick up these. They're $5.99 for our annual nut throw on Christmas Eve. You'll understand better when you see the video. Or if you saw our video from last year, it's a Christmas tradition that goes way back in my family. And $5.99 for this big bag is pretty good. Oh no, someone lost their baby. Oh, we tried the pumpkin pie for $5.99. The apple pie is $12.99 and it is massive. I'm gonna have to think about that. Now they do have the pumpkin pies over here for $5.99. And these look different than the pumpkin pie we had because these are cracked on top like pumpkin pie usually looks. But ours was not like that. We have to find something for dinner and then a dessert to try. This looks really good to me. This polenta with roasted vegetables. I think I'm going to try this. That looks so yummy. I'll let you know how it is. And Craig, he's eyeing this chicken pot pie for dinner. And because we are going to buy something here to have for dinner tonight. I think tonight's the night to get the pot pie. We are going to try this tune garlic dip and some stone-fired naan. Craig didn't want to try this, so it's up to me this time. I think both of them sound good. I don't think he actually knows what it is. Very garlicky. I mean, you have to really like garlic. It's good. It's going to leave a really garlic taste in my mouth, though. I think it's probably a good thing Craig didn't try those. I don't know if he will like that much garlic taste. Let's go back to this food over here and check it out. And then we're going to have to find dessert for tonight. These combo pizzas look really good. This one looks like it has Italian sausage and some roasted vegetables on it. There's some green peppers and onions. That looks so good. And it is $16.99. Over here they have a margarita one. I'm not crazy about margarita pizzas. This is that Harvest, the autumn green salad I tried last time. Ooh, I love that. You should get that if you like the Harvest greens like that. That is excellent. I'll just show you some of the things that they have. That shrimp looks really good. Definitely sometime I'm going to try those fajitas also. Oh, they're chicken street tacos. And they are $15.70 for that. I don't see the chili like they had last time, and I really was hoping to get some. For dessert, we're getting the Danish, which you have to buy 2 packages. They're 2 for $11.99, I believe. And I really want to try these almond ones. And we got a cherry one. Cherry's definitely Joe's favorite pie. But we definitely don't need that many, so I'm going to see how they freeze. I might give some to Stephanie and Dusty if they want them too. The gentleman handing out the samples told Craig a joke. Do you remember the joke?
The spiders went hang in the internet
Wait.
website.
The joke was, why did the spider like to sit on the computer all day?
Because he hang out with the website.
Yeah, he liked to hang out on the web. Craig's trying a sample of a Johnny Pop. How is it?
It's good.
He's too busy eating it.
It's good.
What was the flavor?
Watermelon and mango.
Oh, that does sound good. Sounds refreshing. This is what Craig wanted for our Bon Voyage party, these cream cheese wontons. They look delicious. 40 in a box for $15.99. Let's see what else we can find. I think the samosas sound good. Is that what they're? Samosas? They have these little pastry puffs with roasted pepper and cheddar, parmesan, and spinach, artichoke, Monterey Jack and jalapeno, or caramelized onion and ricotta. Those sound really, really good. And I think I want to try those. This is the pizza that everyone told me we have to try, the Motor City. And I did see these last time and thought they looked delicious. So this time we're definitely going to give these a try. Is there 2 in here? Because it's super duper heavy.
Taco time pizzas?
That's what I got the last time, and those were horrible. Remember, it was all soggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the Taco Time pizzas the last time, and I really wanted to like those. But they were awful to me. I didn't like them at all. Someone said the roasted cauliflower pizza is good. Costco has this deal on the Chex, which this would work great for making Chex Mix, which we make every year. $5.29 for this box because there's a $2.70 instant rebate. I think I need to buy that. I've been seeing that in a lot of people's carts today. It even has the recipe for Chex Mix on it. This is a good deal on crispy onions, $4.99. I just checked on my Walmart app because I already have some crispy onions in my cart. The Walmart brand, is 49 cents an ounce, and these are 20 cents an ounce. So these are definitely an amazing deal. And I'm going to grab another bag because we'll definitely also need these for green bean casserole soon. These jars of peaches caught both Joe and I's eye. They are $10.79, but they look like whole peaches that they've skinned and canned. It looks delicious in the jar. $10.79 is quite a lot to pay if you don't like them, but someday I might take the chance because they look amazing. Craig's trying an almond butter Nature Valley biscuit.
Almondy.
Almondy. Let me see if I can take a bite. Nice. Like a nice sandwich cookie. I spotted these bottles of hand soap. They're holiday hand soaps. Let's call them that. Those are $11.99 for 4. So I guess if you have multiple bathrooms and maybe one at your kitchen sink. Oh, these are holly berry, balsam fir, orange spice, and peppermint. I don't know how I feel about my hands smelling like orange spice though. It's time to get out of Costco now before we spend any more money. I'll show you our haul when we get home. I think we got some good things today, mostly food items. Now that we're back home and settled in, I wanted to show you our Costco haul. I showed you most of it while we were shopping, but this will give you a better look. The first thing here is the Motor City pizzas that everyone's been telling me are delicious. We are definitely trying those. It says they're Detroit-style deep dish pizza. I got the cream cheese wontons for our Bon Voyage party. Some puff pastry bite appetizers. We thought those sounded delicious. I have been dying to try these pan puris. Sorry if that's not how you say it. I have looked at these the last 2 times we've been at Costco. Today I bit and bought them. I have tasted them and I love these. Let me take one out and show you. It says there are Somalia puffs, and they definitely have like an Indian spice to them. They're puffy. If you do this, they're hollow inside. I put some salad in one and it was really good. It also comes with this little seasoning packet. I sprinkled some inside. I love this seasoning, masala. If you definitely have to like the Middle Eastern spices, but I really, really like that. I'd like to try these in some different ways. If anyone has any suggestions of what you do with them, let me know. But so far, I really liked it, just putting some salad inside. I did get the cheesy polenta with the roasted vegetables. I thought that looked so good. This was $12.99 for this pan. You could definitely get several servings out of it. I'd say at probably 6 people. To me, this looks like more of a side, but some people who are vegetarian possibly eat this as a main dish. Craig wanted the Far Side calendar this year for his page-a-day calendar, so we picked that up. We'll be putting that away and wrapping it up for Christmas because Craig likes to get a calendar every year at Christmas time. Joe and Craig got these beanies for our trip for the times when we're on the ferry and on the bus. I picked up some of these Danish. This is the almond filled, and this is the cherry. The Danish are 2 packages for $12, I believe it was. So you do have to buy 2. The crispy onions were such a great deal. I bought 2 packages of those. I did get the mixed nuts for our nut throw. And we got some ultra clear degree because a little problem we've been having with Craig probably in the last 6 months is he's been getting deodorant all over the underarms of his shirts to where it even comes through to the outside. I've had to really watch it, and he does like to do his own laundry, but I've been having to rewash some of his shirts, hoping this will help. I think he just puts on a lot of deodorant. Craig is totally self-sufficient in his hygiene. Once in a while he has some, Joe needs to assist him a little bit in shaving, but as far as getting dressed, using deodorant, taking a shower, he does all of that himself. So I think he's just putting on a lot of deodorant. Not shown here is the coat that we got for Craig. It was an Eddie Bauer. It's like a packable puffer coat. I was able actually to reduce it down to the size of a small packing cube, and I packed it in my carry-on already for him. I decided on this calendar, and the reason I did is because you were able to open this. It wasn't taped shut or anything, so I could see these beautiful pictures, and I really like the pictures in this one better than the other calendar. They're all so pretty, and this is a really good quality calendar, and it has plenty of room for writing our appointments. The other thing not shown is the pot pie. The giant pot pie is in the oven baking for supper. We will be showing you in a little while how that pot pie tastes, and also we'll be trying out these Danish, and I'm going to be cooking some of this polenta, which probably I'll be the only one who eats it, but maybe Joe will try it. It looks absolutely delicious. I'll give you a little peek at that pot pie in the oven. It's starting to get brown. I think it probably has about another half hour to go. I put the polenta in. You are supposed to cover that with some foil and bake it on a cookie sheet. I took the plastic cover off, of course. The pot pie, it actually says it takes an hour and a half to bake. So if you buy one, give yourself plenty of time to make that for dinner. The polenta says it takes about 45 minutes. The polenta, not quite done, but the pot pie is ready. Here it is. It looks really delicious. So let's get some on a plate and see what it looks like. And here's what the first piece looks like. I actually got it out there pretty good. Looks like some big chunks of chicken in there. It smells really good. It's time to see what Craig thinks. So how does it taste, Craig?
Tastes delicious, just like my mom used to make.
Just like I used to make.
Yum.
Well, that's good to hear. Now we'll see what Joe thinks about the pot pie.
I liked it. The top crust is a little too thick for my liking. That's one thing I'll say about it. That's about the only negative thing I have. The chicken was very flavorful. You could actually taste. It was almost like rotisserie chicken.
I bet they used the rotisserie chicken to make it.
The vegetables were easily cooked all the way through. Always worried there's big chunks of like carrots in it, but when I stabbed it with my fork almost came right back out of it before I could turn it. So I knew that it was completely done everything. Would I rather that they were a little bit smaller pieces? Yeah, but it was good. The flavor went all the way through the pie and everything. The bottom crust was excellent.
I was really surprised at how much I do like it. I'm always very leery of pre-made things, like in the refrigerator section. This is really good. I like the thick crust, but I like pie crust. I like the crust on everything. I was a bit put off when I saw the whole baby carrots in there, but like Joe said, they're soft and they also have really good flavor. I like that. I always cut up everything in small pieces. If you know me or you've watched my cooking, everything I make, like I put my hamburger through the food processor. I chop everything up fine because I don't like chunks. But this was really good. I would have cut the chicken up in smaller pieces if I would make it, or pulled the chicken. There were some pretty big pieces of chicken in it, but that's my personal preference. I would even go as far as to say this is something that you could easily buy and serve when you have company. It's that good. It's really tasty. It tastes homemade. It was $22, so it's not cheap. However, it's huge. I would say you could easily serve 6 to 8 people, just depending on how big of a piece. I'd say probably 8, because if you cut this into 6 pieces, the servings are going to be massive. I think everyone would be better off with an 1/8 of it, and then maybe have something as a side, a salad or something like that. And I'm going to try this cheesy polenta with the veggies. I've been anxious to try that. I think these are potatoes. They turn black. I'm not actually sure what I just ate. But it was like char grilled tasting. It was delicious. I liked it. It was a little bit sweet. So I'm not sure what it was. It was not a potato. A turnip, maybe? The polenta is really good. I like this, and I'm glad I bought it. And I would definitely buy it again. I'd like for Craig to take a bite and try it.
There's potatoes in it.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you.
You can taste just one bite. Craig says no, absolutely not. He's not trying it. But I think it's really good. It's cheesy.
Whatever I ate was not a potato.
But I'm not going to force Craig to eat it. You know what I ate kind of tasted like a carrot. It was sweet like a carrot, but the coloring didn't look like a carrot, which makes me think maybe it was a turnip or some other vegetable. But I like this, and I would highly recommend trying it. So Joe's review on the polenta is no go. He didn't like it.
That's too much vegetables.
That's a good way to put it, because you have to like vegetables.
Yeah, and the root vegetables that are in it, if that is turnip, I tried one, I thought it was a potato. Wow, was I mistaken. And I just...
Well, and you thought it tasted like mushroom. Doesn't like mushrooms.
Yeah.
I like mushrooms.
Yeah.
I like everything that's in it, so it makes sense that I like it.
Yeah, the actual creamy polenta, I don't know. There was a funky taste in it that kind of put me off. But there's what Nancy's talking about with the chicken. That's a small piece of the chicken that was in that pot pie. It's good.
Mm-hmm. It's really good. It's time to try the cherry Danish. Craig's giving it a try first. They look so good.
Mm-hmm. Tastes like a cherry pie.
Very good. All right, Joe and I are going to try. We're going to split them in half and each try a half. All right, time for Joe and I to taste them. First of all, this is kind of a cross section of the almond one, in case you're wondering. I think it's maybe almond paste in here.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought it would have been.
I already know this is going to be my favorite. That's really good. Reminds me of something you'd get from the bakery in Pella, Iowa. Yarsma's.
Now, you know they're a little higher end. These are Danishes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because the almond Danish has a lot of almonds on it.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer the cheaper ones that have the almond paste and everything, but not very many almonds. Now for the next scene. Ho, 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 ho.
I'm going to try the cherry, but I'm using my fork for that. That one's kind of messy looking.
Well, I'm going to get there.
That's nice.
That's an odd flavor of cherry.
Really? I thought it just tastes like cherry pie filling.
Yeah, I don't think it tastes like cherry pie filling. I don't know what it is about it.
I think it's good, but I think the almond one is far superior. But I love the almond paste.
Yeah,
I love
do
Dutch
too.
letters, if you've ever had a Dutch letter.
So it's something about the Danish that kind of changes the flavor of the cherry pie filling. Because I took a bite in the actual center.
I think I know what it is. The Danish is buttery, like a croissant.
Yeah.
And so it's probably the buttery flavor with that cherry makes it taste different.
Yeah, it's a little off.
That's a nice buttery Danish, though. Mm-hmm. I've been meaning to do a sit-down video. It's just hard these days to get that done because we have the girls and Colby. How many days? We don't have them on Monday. We have them Tuesday. Not till afternoon, but Tuesday morning I'm out. Half the day, volunteering, taking Craig to do things. And Wednesday they're here. They spend the night Tuesday night. They're here Wednesday. We don't have them on Thursday, but then we have them on Friday. And then they're usually here on Sunday for part of the day. So it's hard to find a time to sit down and do a video because after they're gone, we're usually really tired. And I also have a video that I need to edit. So that's why we haven't been doing so many sit-downs as we used to. But I did want to just touch base before we go on vacation. I did a video a little while ago about getting Craig's guest assistance pass at Disneyland, and then I forgot to post it, and I didn't finish it. So I wanted to just touch base about that in case any of you are going to Disneyland or Disney World with your child with autism and are considering getting a guest assistance pass, because it has changed since the last time we went, but not a whole lot. The process changed. We did it the same ways we did last time, actually. If you call ahead, you can call up to 30 days ahead of your visit and get the DAS all registered online and taken care of.
And that's all on your phone.
It's all on your phone. You call and they will hook you up to FaceTime, and then they wanted to see Craig, and I can't even remember if they asked him any questions or they just wanted to see him to take his picture.
They asked a couple things. How are you? Are you excited to come? Just cordial things.
Mm-hmm. And they asked me a few questions like, have you tried any other ways to help Craig be able to stand in line, and what other, how did they put it? What coping skills have you tried with him, and alternatives? I think that's what they asked. And
how to know when he's been triggered.
Right. How do we know when that's happening? And we talked about that. And I told him that, he's usually okay up to 15 minutes if it's not crowded. But if the queue is really crowded, that's really super hard for Craig. And they were very understanding. He's like, yeah, I know, that's a lot of sensory overload, a lot of things going on. Yeah. And basically we signed up for the pass after that. But I have heard, I've seen some videos on YouTube. I don't know if they're 100% factual, but I have seen some things, and maybe I saw it on Google's front page, that some people have been denied, but it's never people who have autism. The people that are said to be getting denied are people who have other disabilities. I read somewhere that mainly the disability pass now is for individuals on the spectrum. I don't know if that's 100% true. It's just something I've read or saw. But for us, it was not hard. I definitely would advise you to call ahead and do it on the phone, because I've heard sometimes the waiting time after you get there, you have to do it before you actually enter into the park. They have a station set up, and sometimes the lines can be long.
A few of them out. In Disneyland, it's out in between California Adventure and that. They call that the promenade, I believe. And then, at
Disney World,
I don't know where it's at.
I think it's before you actually enter into the Magic Kingdom. If I understand
right. There has
to
be one at every... No, I don't think it changed at Disney World.
No, it's not. You don't go to customer service anymore.
Oh,
you don't
really?
go to guest services.
I don't know then.
You have to go to a kiosk. This is what I heard in the beginning. I read in the beginning. There are kiosks set up outside, right outside the park, like after, you get through TTC and all of that.
When we got Craig's pass at Epcot.
Yeah.
Remember, clear off to the side.
But that was actually guest services there.
Yeah, but I bet it's part of that, because that was a longer building, and they only had like 3 windows opened up over there, and that was guest services.
But at that time, it hadn't changed yet.
Yeah.
This is the first time we're going that they changed the guest assistance pass to where, for one thing, they're denying people. I think they're trying to cut down on the people that are misusing the system. And number 2, you don't go to guest services. That's changed. And also, in the past, when we went to Disneyland, anyway, I remember, when we signed up, when we called on the phone, they allowed us to choose 3 attractions.
2.
Or 2 attractions. Mm-hmm. That we already had scheduled before we ever entered the park.
And the times.
Right. So we had 2 that we could use without having to schedule right when we walked in the gate. Or we could still schedule other ones that did not affect that.
Yeah, and that was based on, I think, what they saw as crowd loading for some of the rides, because a lot of the rides weren't available for those 2 to choose.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But
we
anyway,
we ended up not
yeah,
even using. I think one time we used one of them.
the first trip. I think we used one, and then it kind of gets confusing when you're booking your other ones. And then rides are not right next to each other; like they're at different sides of the park. So
a long ways away.
You might not want to ride that ride at that time that you scheduled it for.
Yeah, and who knows a month ahead? What will fall. I mean, if Craig gets there and all he can talk about is riding Big Thunder Mountain. And we took a guess that the first thing he would want to ride would be Peter Pan. We end up clear over by Big Thunder, and by the time we get back, that expires anyway. So we just automatically make him another reservation, and wait for it. That's the thing about that.
And the other thing that's changed is the last times that we went, after you scan in for your guest assistance or you're scanning into the fast pass lane, basically. Once you've scanned, you could go ahead, get right on your phone, and schedule your next ride. But they took that away. Now I think
it's 10 minutes. You
have to wait 10 minutes before you can schedule another one. So you still can while you're waiting, because sometimes, even though you're going through the fast pass interest, not necessarily are you going to get on the ride in 10 minutes. Usually, but also if someone doesn't ride, they can go ahead and schedule it on their phone while they're waiting, because Joe and I don't always ride. We don't always all three ride the rides.
Yeah, even though we're all on the DAS pass.
Right, we could, but sometimes
we don't.
We just, maybe one of us doesn't want to, or it just works out better that way. So those are the only really two things that have changed for us. And the young man on the phone was very friendly. It was nothing like, again, on social media, you hear a lot of things and you don't know. When you're on social media, you hear a lot of things and you don't know what actually is factual or what has been exaggerated. In our case, it was very easy. We didn't have any trouble with it at all, and they were very kind. So I just wanted to update everyone on that, in case they've heard things and they're nervous about it. I don't think you probably have anything to worry about, especially if your child's on the spectrum.
And I did ask them if they had any kind of list of quiet places throughout the parks. And they were supposed to send that with an email. I never actually checked it. It would have came to yours.
Yeah, unless it went to my promotions or something.
He also said that he thought it was marked on the Disney map.
Well, and he said that it was back in the area like where Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is. What's that called back there? Is that Fantasyland?
No, that's Fantasyland. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right at the beginning.
I said,
Storybook area, kind of.
Thought, well, that's a pretty good area for it because Craig likes it back there. So that would probably be a good area for us to go. There's somewhere back in there where it's not ever really busy. And we've never really needed that yet.
But he amps up a lot more lately.
Right. We've had to learn. You have to take him out of situations. So, and find a place where it's not overstimulating him. We've had to do that a few times lately, so it's nice to know where those are if we need them. I thought I'd just pass that on to you guys. Other than that, I feel like we have been spending all of our spare time trying to get ready for this trip. There's just a lot of stuff you can't really do until the week before, like packing and
loading videos onto like tablets and phones and everything. You can download certain things. That's a great thing too. If you don't know about that, if you subscribe to Disney or any of them,
YouTube Premium.
Yeah, there's two different ones. I think you can't download on. It's Peacock and maybe Apple. If you've got the Apple, I think it is Apple, isn't it? Apple TV. You can't offload anything offline and then watch it later. So we've been getting a few things that we could watch. It's always I've got a tablet, an old iPad 3 that has like 14 different hours of old classic Disney cartoons and everything. A lot of those silly symphony shorts and stuff like that. And that's his coping mechanism on the train. When he needs to hone in on something and forget what's going on. So after we get all that stuff done, then The rest of the trip will be boring. We'll probably be bored on our trip because we over-planned ahead of time.
I hope so.
No, we won't.
I hope it always makes me nervous that I'm forgetting something.
The last couple trips, we've not been the type A packers and everything that we always had been. I think we're just getting a little too relaxed when we go on vacation.
Too. Well, and where it always gets me is like when we went to Omaha, it was just for the weekend.
Yeah.
So I was like not that worried about it. Well, then I forgot like the extra battery to my camera. I forgot some things that really would have made my trip easier. So yeah, I've been really working on getting the things that I absolutely cannot forget packed. I did some of those actually a few weeks ago. So, but every day I feel like there's something new I need to pack, and I'm working on packing for Craig. And well, Craig's pretty easy. He doesn't require that much stuff.
Yeah.
He takes care of the thing. He puts in what he really wants, like his books and stuff. So.
Yeah, we've got a couple extra new. They're like the Simpsons like graphic novels that I got him for. He's got. I think there's six or seven of them, and he's got 3 of them, and I found 2 more that he didn't have. So they're in his backpack, and he doesn't even know they're there. So he'll be giddy about those.
I think he's bringing some Mad magazines with him too.
Yeah, he's bringing 3 Mad magazines. His backpack's gonna weigh about 40 pounds.
And he's bringing Grogu and Roscoe.
Nope. He told me again yesterday that Roscoe is staying home.
Oh, he changed his mind again.
He's in charge of the Webkins to make sure that they don't get into any shenanigans. And I'm like, oh, what's shenanigans mean, Craig? And he's like, trouble. Like,
well, I hear him in his room, and it sounds like he's like feeling bad, but maybe he just likes going through that scenario where Roscoe's talking to him and he's telling him why he has to stay at home and why it's Grogu's turn to go on the trip. And it's really cute, but I'm like, is he feeling like sad that Roscoe's not going? But apparently
he's got a job to do.
Yeah, he just likes talking through that scenario with them.
Oh yeah.
There's some things I'd like to talk about in a later video, some questions people ask, but I think we'll wind this up for today because this is probably going to be a fairly long video, and hopefully we will be able to get back sooner rather than later.
Maybe we'll find some time on the train we can make some.
I was thinking about that too.
Question stuff.
I think yeah, that's a good time we could do that. Okay, so we're going to really try that. And
there's no way we'll remember it.
It's true. We need to tell Craig, but he probably won't remind us. I did want to add that I'm going to try really hard to get videos uploaded while we're gone. I can't 100% promise because sometimes when we get on vacation, I am just exhausted by the end of the day and don't have time to edit a video. But I will do my best. And if nothing else, I'm really hoping just to get some short videos posted. So because I want to keep you guys updated on what's going on. But with that, I think we'll just say goodbye. Well, so long, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
This has been the Wonderful World of Des Moines, sponsored by Costco, where everything is price. It's Costco Revving. Well, good night, everybody, and keep on having a great day.